What's going on is Anton from AntonDaniels.com. I appreciate you guys for continuing to rock with me, but I just got home off of an early morning flight, right? First thing through the door, I want to see my family. I love my family. You know, I'm a family man. I'm an advocate for families, right? Second thing, I got to get that hot shower because I got to throw the threads on. The threads make me feel like $1,000,000, but the third thing through my mind and all throughout the trip is that I gotta have that Teej pack. Teej makes my life uncomplicated. It's uncomplicated skincare for men. The first way that I started specifically was their level 1 system. It's a daily face wash to get rid of the dirt and grime on your skin. 2 times per week exfoliating scrub to get rid of the dead skin cells. An AM moisturizer with SPF 20 because you should always be protecting your skin from the sun. And a PM moisturizer to help your skin stay hydrated and healthy throughout the night. Here's the thing. My favorite part about Teej Hanley is that every box comes with an instruction card that tells you when to use each product, how much to use, and in what order. They really making the process of achieving and maintaining amazing skin for men uncomplicated. In addition to amazing skin, members of Teej Hanley get tons of benefits, including at least 20% off the retail price, the ability to customize your box, exclusive monthly deals, you can pause and cancel at any time, and you get free shipping. And because Teej Hanley is sponsoring today's video, they're offering my viewers an amazing deal, right? Just click the first link in the description and you get 30% off your first box, plus a free gift. It's an amazing deal. You got to get started today. You're not out here trying to look like a dusty. And if you travel as much as I do, which I'm sure most people don't, but you know me, I'm pushing my bag chasers in order to be in the top 5%, top 10%, top 1%. We got to make our lives uncomplicated, and Teej Hanley is no better product. You got to look good. You got to smell good. And you can't be looking like a dusty. Make sure you get started today. Click the link in the description. Get that Teej pack. Feel the Teej, my friends. What's going on is Anton from AntonDaniels.com. I appreciate you guys for continuing to rock with me. Thank you for tuning in to another edition of the Millionaire Morning Show. It is Thursday, July 27th, 2023, year of our Lord, and I'm feeling absolutely positively ecstatic to be here with you today. How y'all feel? What's going on? I see we got some early super chatters in the building. I appreciate y'all. How y'all feel? Y'all in the building? Y'all doing y'all thing? Y'all focused? Y'all on top of things? Not getting distracted? Not letting anybody take you off your game for your purpose of what it is that you got going on? Y'all feel incredible? I feel absolutely incredible. You know why I feel incredible? Because I've been incredibly productive. Shout out to everybody that's in the chat. Before we get started with the show, I'm going to be reading the super chat shortly. And we got a big dog that sent me over a crazy cash app. Before we get started today, what I want to know from the chat, and you know me, I get all of my energy from y'all, so I need y'all absolutely positively participating in what it is that we got going on today. What I need from y'all, what I need from you guys is to first tell me, now you got to pay attention because you don't know what I'm going to say. Pay attention. First tell me, and be honest, I don't want you to tell me this just because you tapped in with me. I don't want y'all to be telling me this just because you tapped in with me. I want you to tell me, and I'm gonna give you the insight as to why I'm asking you this shortly. But I want y'all to tell me, what is your favorite show to watch on any platform? Regular TV, YouTube, Instagram, whatever. And do not say me or the Millionaire Morning Show, even if it's something on the Anton Daniels channel, if it's another platform, if it's somebody that I don't necessarily care for, I don't care. I need to know, what is your favorite thing to watch in your spare time? What do you have to see? Shout out to J-Dub. Shout out to all of my friends. I'm going to be reading those super chats shortly. What do you have to see? You cannot. Wall Street looks like us. Shout out to y'all. What is Joe Budden podcast? Okay, I like that. Blacklist, Billions, Django, that's crazy. Succession, I like Succession. Kevin Samuels, y'all still watch Kevin Samuels. Abbott Elementary, Greg Adams. Wall Street Look Like Us, Fox News, CGA, Millionaire Morning Show, NFL Live, TLA, Tubi, Power, Insecure, Succession, Sports Besides Anton, Player's Choice on YouTube Sports Show, Mallory Bros Podcast on YouTube. Currently, The Bear on Hulu. I've never seen that one. Rhode Island Audit, CNBC Make It, Finding Our Roots, ID Channel, Secret Invasion on Marvel. Interesting. Chosen One's channel, The Aaron O Show. Shout out to Aaron O in the building. Right now is Insecure, Rizza Islam, Billions, Kojak, 1970s, YouTube, Jake Tran, Ace Vane, How Money Works, Credit Content, Charleston White, 227, and the Golden Girls on Hulu. Shout out to the Golden Girls. I love the Golden Girls. I love the Golden Girls. The Millionaire Morning Show, The Wire. The Wire is the greatest show of all time. Candace Owens, YouTube, Power, Ghost, Perry Mason, School of Greatness, Anton Daniels, Criminal Investigation, Sci-Fi Shows, Billions, TLA, Sopranos, Hell's Kitchen, Follow the Money, Power, Patrick Bet David, First 48, Power, The Pivot, Myron Golden. I like Myron Golden. Jason Whitlock and Marcellus Wiley, salute to them. Boxing Pay-Per-View, Nightly News, CGA, Obsidian, Bernard Riley. The Wendy, I guess it's Willie Williams show. Candace Owens podcast. Righteous Gemstone, Sinful to P, rest in peace. Deion Sanders, Rick and Zach, Grim Real Estate, Gen Real Estate. Peaky Blinders, I love Peaky Blinders. Anime, BGS Itmore. Foundation, Love After Lockup. Shout out to Social Sis Media. She said Love After Lockup. O'Shea Duke Jackson, High Level Conversation, Gil's Arena. Shout out to Gilbert Arenas. Minister Jap, Jim Rohn, Corporate Gossip, I Am Virgo, Law and Order, Kevin L.A. Ewing. It's a lot of this stuff that I'm not even familiar with. It's a lot of this. Team Fatty, Marvel Universe, Meet Kevin. That's a good one. Martin is Still Funny. Used to Be Undisputed. In Living Color. Seinfeld. All right. I like this. I like what y'all got going on. Okay, good. So, let me tell you why it is that I wanted to get an idea of what my audience is tapped into in addition to me, right? This is why I want to get some insight as to what my audience is tapped into. And I'm going to be reading Super Chat shortly. And why I like to get engaged. Because one thing I learned as a user experience professional and expert is that you have to understand what the people are tapped into and what they're doing in order to better improve exactly what it is that what you're rocking with, right? I'm always trying to understand what people are doing, how everybody else is doing it. Right. I posted something on Instagram this morning. Let me read it to y'all. I posted something on Instagram this morning. Actually, I posted it to Twitter. It says, as a 41-year-old man with a wife, daughter, 2 mothers to take care of, both my mother and my wife's mother, and employees that depend on me, miss me with that beef shit. If it ain't about a bag, I'm good. Grown men out here creating problems for themselves like they still in middle school. I'm praying for y'all, though. I wrote that on Twitter, and then I screenshotted it and I threw it on Instagram today. And let me tell you why I put that out there, right? I put that out there because it's important for y'all to understand that if it ain't about a motherfucking bag, I don't care what the hell is happening out here in these streets. I am a 41-year-old man that every single day I am grinding, I am hustling, I'm trying to understand what people are doing well and successful so that I can better understand how I can take the good things from people and leave all of the bullshit at the door. I am so focused. I am so not distracted by what the fuck is going on out here. If it ain't about the content that people is putting out there, I don't give a fuck about what people is talking about. I could care less. I genuinely could care less. I am all 100% about that hustle and about that grind. If it ain't about a bag, it don't mean shit. Let me read to you a text message that my wife sent to me last night. I don't usually do this, but I'm going to just read this really quickly. She sent me so much junk. She said, and this was at 11:39 last night, towards the end of the live stream that I was doing on the Anton Daniels channel. She says, I just took my shower and got in the bed from being up since 5 a.m. this morning. She had to get up early because I took her and my daughter over to the airport so that they can catch the flight, and they down there in Florida having a good time. Because my goal is to always make sure that I'm adding value into people's lives and all of the people around me are living in bliss, right? She says, I took my shower and I got in the bed from being up since 5 a.m. this morning. I have a newfound respect for you. She says, I have a newfound respect for you. This is from my wife that I've been married to for the last 19 years. She said, I got a newfound respect for you. Not sure how you do this every day. Not sure how you do this every day. She said, thank you for all that you do. Thank you for all that you do and for affording me and our daughter the luxury of not having to do this every day. I love you. Good night. I don't have time for no bullshit. I don't have no time for the bullshit at all. Zero. Donut. I'm so focused on trying to understand how I can level up and do better and be greater and add more value into people's lives and trying to figure out how I can do more live streams for the Patreon members and do all of that good shit. I'm so busy trying to figure out how I can add bags to the people's lives that depend on me every single fucking day. For the people that work for me, I'm trying to figure out how to make them more money. Trying to figure out how I can get a bigger and better place for both of my moms on both my side and my mom's side. I don't give a fuck about none of this bullshit. This mess, as a 41-year-old man, this is what I'm asking y'all. And let me just go ahead and get into the show. I'm going to be reading Super Chat shortly. We are in the fight of our lives every single day. When I wake up in the morning and I do a self-check, make sure y'all hit a like for the YouTube algorithm, subscribe to the channel, and turn on your notifications. When I wake up in the morning and I do a self-check, right? I'm up at roughly 4:30, 4:45 every single day. I'm going to be reading the Super Chat shortly. I'm up at 4:30, 4:45 every single day. When y'all see me live stream at night, when I live streamed last night, When I live streamed last night and I got done and it was after 12, I went, got in the shower, brushed my teeth, laid down. I was back up within 3.5 hours. I was back up within 3.5 hours. I'm back in the studio before 6 o'clock. Before 6 a.m. hit, I am back down here in the studio and we working. And see, you think that the world is going to have forgiveness on you. Today's episode is called The Art of War. And the reason why it's called The Art of War, yes, I get up every single day at the same time. Monday through Sunday, I never change the time that I get up. Every single day, Monday through Sunday, I do not change the time that I get up. I get up the exact same time every day. And the name of this episode is called The Art of War. And you know why it's called The Art of War? It's not so that you can fight your enemies. It's so that you can fight the right fight and understand exactly the tools that you need in order to be successful and win the battle. You in a fight of your life. The feds just raised rates again. They moving everything over from a benefit economy into a gig economy. Women have men competing for their men now. Your kids are going to have to face an unrealized enemy that they don't even know exists yet, but they've been protected and covered their entire lives so that we can teach them how to be able to combat what it is that they're going to be facing in the future. You trying to level up. You trying to not depend on the federal government in order for your social. You don't even know if Social Security is going to be around by the end of your time. We so busy fighting each other. We so busy competing against each other in the wrong things. Now, I'm okay with competition because competition brings out the best in us. If you good at what it is that you do and I'm paying attention to you, I'm like, okay, that inspires me. Not make me jealous, not make me hate you. It inspires me because now we drawing off each other's strength. Now it's strength to strength in order for us to continue to be successful. See, I didn't understand this. And this is the reason why I live my life like an open book. I didn't understand this when I was younger, and I needed that negative energy in order to motivate me to continue to be successful. I drew off the negativity of people in order to motivate myself to beat them. So when somebody told me, yeah, you can't do this, or when they hated on me or whatever, and it carried over. It carried over into my 30s and almost into my 40s. Until one day I realized, okay, it's another shift, it's another gear, it's another space that I'm supposed to be in, and I'm not going to be able to get to the next level unless I truly divest myself from that negative bullshit and start to embrace who it is that I am truly to be in order to then give it over to my people. Don't let these niggas bait you into this dumb shit. They mad at them. They not mad at you. They see you and they see you as a winner, and so they can't do nothing to create for themselves, and as a result, it bothers them. Every other person that I talk to on a coaching call, they say, Anton, when I first met you, I despised you. And then they came back to the front of the congregation 6 months later, and they sitting there with me on a coaching call, and I'm pouring into their fucking life. Everybody that I have a coaching call with, they can't at any point say that Anton did not give them more value than what they expected when they got on that call. And they told me, and they'll admit to me, and they said, the reason why I didn't like you is because you were so gung-ho and you were so confident in who the fuck you are and couldn't nobody tell you anything. And it wasn't you, it was me, because you started putting the mirror up to me and I didn't like what it is that I saw. We gonna stay focused. I declared earlier in this month, when my mentor made me write down everybody that I thought that I even could possibly have a problem with and reached out to him, that I was going to go forward in truth with even more transparency, looking to add value into people's lives and not getting distracted by the bullshit. Let me tell you the secret to war. Let me tell you the secret to war is patience. It's patience. When people send you stuff, or when somebody talk negatively about you, or when you are winning in life and then the devil then tries to throw something to distract you from what it is that you got going on. It could be your brother, your sister. It could be a situation that happens in your life. Patience. Don't react immediately. Laugh at that shit. Sit on it. Wake up the next morning and then do whatever it is that you got to do. For me, it's to continue to move in positivity. I'm a 41-year-old man. I'm not in high school anymore. The time to crash out, if I was ever going to crash out, was before I ever became successful and rich as fuck. Rich as fuck. Nobody shows the receipts that I got. Nobody has been more transparent. Nobody has showed you their brokerage account. Nobody has showed you their bank accounts. Nobody has showed you their spending. Nobody has showed you their real estate. Nobody has showed you every single aspect of their life. Every single aspect of their life. You don't know these niggas' brothers and mothers and daughters. You don't know where these niggas really come from. They friends and family ain't in the chat. People that went to high school with these niggas and college with these niggas ain't in their chat saying that, yeah, Anton been this way since the very beginning of time. You don't know who these niggas is. They selling you a lifestyle. They selling you a lifestyle. I'm selling you on what's the best for you. They selling you a lifestyle. I'm selling you on what's the best for you. We all selling something. We just got to figure out what's inside of that package. What I'm telling you is you got some bigger things to worry about than the bullshit that you're being distracted with. The government is distracting you. The government is distracting you. Your friends is distracting you. All of this dumb shit is distracting you. Stay focused because you in a war. They want everything. They want your children. They want your lifestyle. They want to take what's rightfully yours and distract you from it while they extract everything from under you. Don't do it. Don't do it. Just keep living. Keep rocking. You know how you know that you're winning? And we're going to get into the show. I'm going to read the super chats. You know how you know you winning? Because they watch you. You don't watch them. They watch you. I don't have time to watch them. I'm so focused on building. I'm up at 4:30 in the morning every day. Sometimes I don't go to bed till 12, 1 o'clock in the morning. I'm so focused on fucking running this shit up. Let them watch you. Losers watch winners while winners keep winning. Let them watch you. Fuck it. Who cares? Keep doing what you do successfully. They watching you for a reason. You the main attraction. You the draw. When you walk in the room, everybody stop and say, oh my God. Let them talk. Let them speculate. Let's run this shit up. Fuck that shit. Fuck it. Run that shit up. We love. We don't hate. Even when we getting on each other, we getting on each other in love because we want you to do better. Run that shit up. Fuck that shit. Don't get distracted. We too old. We too old for anything other than the things that's going. If it ain't about a bag, listen. Let's just summarize this shit up. If it ain't about a bag, we don't want to talk about it. If some way, somehow it doesn't add more value into our life, fuck it. Let's keep it moving. Make sure y'all tap into that Teach Hanley 30% off your first order plus a free gift. We appreciate you, Teach Hanley, for continuing to rock with us. Let me also tell you that make sure you, it's a lot of new Patreon members. Let me give a shout out to all of the new Patreon members. It's a lot of new Patreon members. Shout out to the Patreon members. Shout out to the Bag Chasers. I see y'all really, really enjoyed that Fleece Johnson interview. I got another one that I'm dropping early next week. And we're going to be live streaming this weekend in the Patreon so I can show you even more receipts and get to that bag. All right? Let me read these super chats and then we're going to get it popping in the show because this episode, we're going to deep dive into the money. We're going to get into the money. We're going to go all the way into the money on this episode, and it is going to be epic. So you're going to have to hit a like for the YouTube algorithm. You're going to have to share this with your family and friends, and you're going to have to not get distracted. Shout out to my dog, Mike Jones. Shout out to ZMF, a new Patreon member. We appreciate you. Mike Jones says, good morning, Anton. I remember when I first came across you, it was on Lapeef Network. Everything you said then is coming true to light now. For all those who said you didn't know what you were talking about, I wonder how they feel now. You want to know how they feel? I'm going to be honest with you, Mike. You want to know how they feel? Dusty, broke, disgusted, and wishing that they still had a spot in my space so that my presence can bless them. Let me be absolutely clear, Mike. Everybody that thought that they knew better than me and then fell away from me is doing worse as a result of not rocking with me. That is a whole fact. That ain't my opinion. I ain't directing it at nobody. That's since I was a kid, since I was a child. I warned people in my family. I said, listen, this is how we need to move. This is how we need to do things. They said, Anton, you don't know what the fuck you talking about. I've been getting pushed back my whole life. I've been groomed for this shit. The internet is easy. This is nothing. I've been getting pushed back my whole life. My teachers told me that I was wrong. I said, dog, I'm going to be richer than you. I'm going to be better than you. I'm going to be richer than you. Instead of them coming at me, you know what they did? The same thing that these niggas is doing on the internet today. My fucking teacher, my fucking principal went over and went and tapped into Rita. This is an honest to God truth. Shout out to him because me and him have buried the hatchet, so I would never say his name. But in a general sense, my motherfucking teacher, who turned out to be the principal, went over to my future wife, didn't even know that we wasn't even talking. We was just best friends. Went over to my future wife and said, hey, stay away from Anton. He ain't going to be nothing. He says, stay away from Anton. He's not going to be anything. You're going to regret him being in your life. Walked over to who was my future wife and told her to stay the fuck away from me. And I told him the same thing that I tell everybody today. Is God, is Jesus, and I'm going to be right up under them. I'm going to be one of the greatest people that you've ever seen in your entire life. And I made that motherfucker eat his words. I made that motherfucker eat his words, but now I have to adjust. I can't keep moving in negativity and using that to power me. Now I have to move a little bit differently. Since I was a young kid, people been telling me what I ain't gonna do and what I don't have and how it is that I can't get it and all of this other type of shit. Meanwhile, we gonna still run that shit up. Run that shit up. The same way that these people on these panels is keep telling me I'm wrong. I said, okay, it's some smart ones though. It's some smart ones though. It's some smart ones. Shout out to Q. Shout out to my girl, Island Girl Q. Shout out to Quentin. Shout out to Logic. It's some smart ones, though. They said, listen, we see who the star is over in this bitch. We rolling with you. Fuck what everybody else is talking about. Aaron O said, we rolling with you. Fuck what everybody else is talking about. It's some smart ones, though. It's some real wise ones. It's some ones that's going to come against me, but it's some ones that's they're going to rock out with me. Shout out to the people that's winning. Shout out to the people that know who the winners are and they roll with them. Shout out to the people that chose Jay-Z over Dame Dash. That ain't no shot at Dame Dash. That's just an example of what the fuck we got going on in here. We gonna have a whole show up in this bitch today. Shout out to my dog, Mike Jones. We appreciate you. Let me give a shout out to Cowboy. Cowboy says, don't let your sons grow up to be cowards. Facts. Shout out to my dog. Oh, my fucking God. J-Dub is in the building. J-Dub says, I appreciate you and I support your mission. Shout out to J-Dub. Shout out to J-Dub, always contributing into the platform and holding me down. I appreciate you, fam. You do not go unnoticed. C. Don says, all respect, Teflon Twan in the building. Appreciate you, big dog. Without question says, yo, 82 is a dude that was named AD that was on the panel last night on the Anton Daniels channel. Make sure y'all check it out. Says 82 was wild on last night's live. I agree. Annie from Detroit. Carmen says, hey, Anton, I just found out I passed my nursing board exam. My NCLEX. Thank you for your encouragement. Hey, can we get a round of applause in the chat? Can we get a hands? the clapping emoji inside of the chat for Carmen, running that shit up. Shout out to my girl Carmen is in the building. Yo, let me get a round of applause for Carmen in the chat. I'm technically Tim says that's what it really means to die for your people. Respect, OG. Shout out to you. I appreciate you. I'm technically Tim. Miss Croti Shetty is in the building with the 10 ball. Just always came through and said, thank you. Is that Exile Sinju says, I just got the level 1 Teach pack. Hey, shout out to my Teach people in the building. I appreciate you. Thank you, my friend. Kennedy K says, do you catch up on sleep on the weekends? I do. I still get up early, but I give myself a little bit of time, especially on Saturday if I don't have to do no interviews, in order to catch up on a little bit of sleep. I sleep in. Aaron says, facts, no sleep for the bag chasers. Drove Uber last night till 1 a.m., then woke up at 5 a.m. and went straight to the gym, then the lab to learn the new tools that I teach the rest of the team on my way to my second workout. Shout out to Aaron, and he done met me in person multiple different times. And shout out to little man, Aaron. I had an opportunity to meet his son. Shout out to Aaron. Chris Winslet said, no health insurance, no car insurance, no life insurance, but worried about UFOs. Shout out to Chris Winslet. Speeds the Beast is in the building. Speed says, keep up the good work, my brother. And that was one hell of a live stream last night. Stay on their necks. I'm on it, Speeds. I got you. Oh, shit. Cowboy came back with the 50 ball. Says, that's true about patience, but what about when you shining in front of them and they still got more power than you and putting you down while you shining? It's kind of like they're gatekeepers and you're trying to get to the top above them. Ain't no such thing as a gatekeeper. It's too many doors to walk through. The problem with most people is that they all trying to walk through the same door. Listen. Let's take content creation, for example. Shout out to my dog, Jay Woodfin, text me. And I'm gonna have to find I'm gonna get a new sound for my dog, Jay Woodfin. It's almost like content creation, right? When you see everybody trying to do the same thing in order to try to impress the same audience instead of trying to be uniquely them, it's another door over there. You so busy trying to get your way through this door because we so focused on what it is that we think a gatekeeper looks like. Ain't no such thing as a gatekeeper. That's what I keep trying to tell black people, is that it's no such thing as anybody that's holding you down. It's just that you not looking at the right doors to walk through. You so busy trying to be like everybody else instead of trying to create your own vibe. Listen, when I came in this game, I was different. I never tried to be like anybody else. I created my own tribe, my own people. I did it my way. And it's nothing that you can say about me that my people won't continue to rock with me for. That's why I got the biggest motherfucking Patreon. You keep trying to figure out why the seat at the table will never not be sold out. It's because these motherfuckers love me and they know who I really am. You can't not undo me. I am him. That's my pronouns, is him. You can't stop me. Listen, I keep telling y'all, I come and I try to make peace with you motherfuckers because it's better for you, not for me. You can't stop what it is that I fucking got going on. Can't nobody stop y'all. Don't you know that can't nobody stop you? You the only person that's in your own way. It ain't the fucking federal government. It ain't no bitch. It ain't no gatekeepers on fucking YouTube or content creation. Don't you know that can't nobody stop what it is that I got going on, that my trajectory, that what it is that I'm going to be doing is going to be, this is only a fucking tip of the iceberg. Anybody that has anything to say about me negative, they the ones that's going to suffer as a result of it, not me. If I had a plan to be able to deal with you accordingly, what makes you think that I would tell you on YouTube? If I come for you, you not going to know it. When I come for you, you not going to know it. If I come for you, I'm not going to announce it on YouTube. I'm going to deal with you when I get to you. I got a list. And my mentors keep trying to tell me to throw the fucking list away. I'm coming for you. Can't nobody stop what we got going on. What What makes you think that anybody can stop you? You. Can't nobody stop what the fuck you got going on. The only way that they can stop you is to distract you. It's not up to them. I'm trying to be a better me for me. Not worried about what nobody else talking about. Stop thinking that it's a gatekeeper that can stop you. I'm trying to throw the list away. I can't. I went and unballed it the other day. My mentor said, Anton, you got to let this shit go. If I was preparing for war, you would never know about it. Shout out to my dog Cowboy. I appreciate it. Latrell M says, Anton, someone once told me not to follow the masses because the M might be silent. Stay in your lane. Shout out to you. Oh, man. Hold on. I got to give a special acknowledgement to my dog. Hold on. I'm not going to give him the normal shit. I got to find something else. Shout out to my dog, Jay Woodfin. Jay Woodfin is in the building. Jay Woodfin hit me with that 200 ball. Me and Jay Woodfin, I flew out to LA and me and him had a dinner. He paid for dinner. He took me and my wife out. We had a great conversation. He poured into me. He says, you only number 7 on the list, big dog. You got more work to do. Run that shit up. He keep putting that battery in my back and saying, Anton, you got to run this shit up. Anytime that he see me distracted, he be texting me. It's people that love me out here. It's people that love me. They love me out here in these streets. Jay Woodfin is one of them. One of the realest dudes that I'd have never met. And when listen, I don't just know people on the internet. I fly out to their cities and I meet them in real life. Me and Jay Woodfin sat on the couch and had a whole conversation before we went out to dinner in the Airbnb that I was staying in out there in LA. It's a real one. One of the realest dudes that I'd have never seen in my entire life. Shout out to Jay Woodfin. He said, Anton, you got that shit. Don't get distracted by it. Run that shit up. You got work to do. I said, I agree with you. Jay Woodfin. Let me read a few more super chats and then we're going to get into the show. Thank you, Jay Woodfin. I appreciate you, big dog. You are my guy. My dog, Tyrone, is in the building. Says, Anton, keep doing the damn thing. F the haters respectfully. Ain't no haters in my life, big dog. I appreciate you. Thank you for contributing to the platform. I appreciate you. King James 93 says, coming to the D tonight, bro. We still not rocking with the MGM Grand. No, we rocking with the MGM Grand. MGM treat me good. They treat me good. They can treat me good. My dog Brock is in the building, says, ooh, my dog, Time Dog, then tapped into his Eric Thomas energy. Shout out to Eric Thomas. I had an opportunity to be able to see him perform and talk in real life, and I had the opportunity to go to one of his sessions. It was absolutely awesome. It was in Cleveland. Yep. I went down to Cleveland to see my dog, Eric Thomas. Make sure y'all hit a like for the YouTube algorithm, subscribe to the channel, and turn on your notifications. I'm going to be hold on. I got to get a bell I got to get a bell to my dog. Keith Rhodia sent me a 250 ball on Cash App. Keith Rhodia sent me a 250 ball on Cash App and said, keep cooking, big dog. Just because. I got to refund that shit back. Brian Horsley hit me up. Mike, that dude, looked out for me. Shout out to Brian Horsley. Armand Curry with the 5 ball. I appreciate y'all. I love y'all. And I appreciate everybody that contributes to the platform because I don't ask for it, but you guys absolutely make sure that we taken care of. Make sure y'all hit a like for the YouTube algorithm, subscribe to the channel, and turn on your notifications. Let's get into the show. Let's get the bullshit out of the way. Now, for those of you that is not familiar, Jess Hilarious released this video the other day, and this is what she had to say. So I want to bring y'all up to the front of the congregation, all right?
who the fuck is gonna stand up for us? Who the fuck stands up for us? And us, I mean women, real women, biological women, women who were born with all the parts that you guys wish that you were.
Thank you, Messi. I'm gonna be reading
when
that
does
shortly.
the delusion stop? What is the difference between you and someone who has been diagnosed to be mentally insane? What's the only difference is you don't have a straitjacket on. Stop talking out your fucking ass. Wake up. How are you projecting your anger on real women? Because we are the gatekeepers. We are the gatekeepers for periods. We the only one that fucking bleed, honey. We the only ones that can give birth. We make y'all people. We make y'all. Y'all come from us. You can't be us. You will never. You're chasing something you'll never, ever get. You'll never be that.
So that's just hilarious. To bring people up to speed on what it is that was going on out here in these streets. Women are now feeling the heat. And then men, biological men that identify as women, and then other women started coming for Jess Hilarious and other people, other women specifically. They didn't come for the men, they coming for the women now. Because y'all fucking up they shit. You fucking up they movement, right? And so they started coming for them and they said, listen, we don't like Jess Hilarious anymore. All of a sudden, Jess Hilarious has fallen out of favor with the people. And then Tasha K has something to say about it. Let's continue.
There you go. Come on in here. Let me add this, because I've been holding my tongue for quite a while. You know, I really have. Y'all come on in here. I've been really holding my tongue for quite a while. I really have.
Thank you for the super chats. I'm going to be reading those shortly. Everybody that contributes to the platform, I don't ask for it, but you know I absolutely appreciate you. So I'm going to be tapping into that in a minute.
You know, because I'm seeing, I'm watching how certain people move. You know, and I'm putting an ad on it. Okay? I'm watching how certain people move. And there's been a lot of people, just like a lot of people could say, you know what? People have told me stuff about Tasha. Now I see what they're saying. Right? Y'all come on in here. People can say, the same goes for me. Okay? So anything that I'm saying, the same goes for me. I am not exempt from this. Okay? I'm not exempt. Now, I saw that post that T.S. Madison made in response to what Jess Hilarious have said. Now, although I've sent my own shots to black women, it's sort of like how, you know, we were taught, subconsciously about colorism. You know, when you see light-skinned women and, you know, I'm a dark-skinned woman. At the end of the day, we still black women, whether you light-skinned, dark-skinned, brown-skinned, or whatever. But because it's embedded, sort of like your mama jokes and shit like that, and we all know where it stems from. We all know where it comes from, okay? We know that. You know, but, you know, at some point, somebody has got to take a stance. Now, when it comes to me, I guess creating boundaries per se, because I'm trying to be careful, but I'm really not trying to be careful because I know how.
What do y'all think about this so far? It seems like she's trying to tiptoe around it, right? And considering everything that Tasha K has been through, especially with regard to the whole Cardi B situation, so on and so forth, the reality is that she still has a pretty big platform and she has a voice, right? And so regardless of where it is that you stand on a spectrum, right, as far as whether or not you like her or you dislike her or you like Jess Hilarious or you dislike her or you don't like who this person was beefing with, when you remove how we feel about things, the question that we have to ask ourselves is, are they right? When we remove how we feel, listen, I don't necessarily care for Dr. Umar Johnson, but objectively, there are some things that he says that's right. Are we as a people able to remove how we feel about somebody in order to make an informed decision about what it is that they're saying at that particular time?
These conversations could shake, you know, but here's what I'm going to say. Yes, I've sent shots to Jess. Is Jess a woman? Jess is 100% a woman. Jess gets thrown shots. Oh, you masculine, you this, just like me. I'm short hair, she's long hair. Okay? Me and her go through the same things. And for some reason, when I see somebody like T.S. Madison or others like her, like Sydney Starr, and they want to say that we hate trans women because we get mistaken for being trans women. No, the fuck we don't. No, the fuck we don't. We don't get upset because we're mistaken for being trans women. The only reason there's a trans woman is because there are men wanting to be women.
I hate to say it. I hate to say it. She is 100% right. She is one. Listen, at the end of the day, I think that it's assault. I think it should be a law that a person that was formerly a man that now transitions into being a woman, and the surgeries and all of this, the amount of money that people are spending to transition over and the way that they looking now is crazy. Regardless of whether or not I agree or disagree with what happened with Cardi B, that don't have shit to do with the price of potatoes in China. The reality is this. She's absolutely, positively, 100% right. She's right. And listen, this is one of those instances where I'm not going to go for it. I see y'all in the chat and y'all talking shit about Tasha K because y'all may not necessarily like her. But here's the reality. Tasha K looks very much like an average woman. One thing I will say about Tasha K is that Tasha K don't look like that she's had any real surgery. She don't look like a Build-A-Bear. She looks like a regular, everyday woman. Take how it is that you feel about her takes or what it is that she does on her platform. When you just look at it from the outset, right? I'm seeing more support for the Sydney Stars and all of these other people, these lady boys, than I see for a natural-looking woman. Aaron B says she looked like a man to me. Come the fuck on, man. Your auntie look just like her, bro. You don't say that to your auntie. You don't say that to your auntie. Stop it, bro. Stop it. She looked just like the lady that you about to go see today. Stop it, bro. Why we all hold on. Before we really get into this, why we all acting like we all talking to supermodels and shit? Why we acting like we supermodels and shit? 99% of us is average as fuck. What the fuck are y'all talking about? Who are y'all? 99.9% of us is average as fuck. We trying to figure this shit out like everybody else. Y'all goofy as fuck, man. All of us is average. All of us is either average, slightly below, or slightly above. We all on that same fucking spectrum. It's a small minority of motherfuckers out here that's really on that 9-tension level. I'm out in every freaking city. I'm out in every motherfucking city all the time. Every weekend, I take a different trip to somewhere else. All of y'all niggas look average. All of y'all bitches look average. Please stop acting like y'all all on top of the fucking totem pole. That's fucking cap. Stop it. And it's cool with being normal. Be the best version of yourself. Continue to work towards being a better version of yourself. I just want to see you with the effort and trying. Nobody is a finished product. I just got my fucking teeth done. These shits look incredible. I just got my shit done. I was apprehensive at first, and then I seen my wife and her. My shit look incredible. Come on, man. Let's come on back down. This is the reality show right now. This ain't the Millionaire Morning Show. This is the reality show right now. Stop trying to cap like all of us is just fucking tens. We not. We figuring that shit out as we go. All right?
How the fuck we gonna get mistaken for something that we are? And you know what? We're the real trans women because black women embody both masculinity and femininity. We're the only race. We're the only race that can do what both men and women do. We are feminism. But y'all always want to make it about y'all, and it ain't got shit to do with y'all. Y'all are, listen, and this is no disrespect to being who you want to be.
Read the super chat shortly.
Just like one day I want to play character and be Bootsy because everybody say I look like little Bootsy because he could be my brother.
My dog Shannon in here said, I'm a solid 6. Nah, Shannon, I think you're a little bit above what the average guy is. You know what I'm saying? Like, respectfully, because I kicked it with Shannon in person. He a real dude. That's a real dude. But in reality, all of us still trying to figure that shit out. Listen, no matter how dope you are, unless you fucking Halle Berry when she was 26 years old, we still trying to figure that shit out. You may be gorgeous on one end of the spectrum, but you got some fucking work to do when it comes to your attitude. You may be pretty in the face, but heavy in the waist. You may be pretty dope in the waist and look like a Build-A-Bear in the face. Listen, we all trying to figure that shit out. You know what I'm saying? We trying to figure that shit out. We getting it how we live. But I know, listen, I'm out in the streets every day. I don't give a fuck how much Photoshop y'all put on y'all photos and how many filters you take that shit through. Y'all motherfuckers is all average. It's very few people that I see that's above average. Stop it.
Because black women and black men look the same. The exact same. And then black men constantly go outside of the race to go find something a little bit more softer, a little bit more gentler, because they can't handle this smoke. Y'all always want to insert yourself with something you ain't got nothing to have. You ain't got nothing to do with. This ain't even about you. This is about the blatant disrespect that black women have always gotten from white men, white women, black men, racially ambiguous men and women. Only for black trans men, play men, to come tell us we jealous of y'all. Are you fucking delusional?
Ladies, I'm curious. Are y'all jealous? I'm sorry. Are y'all jealous of trans men? I don't even know what the fuck to call it. Are y'all jealous of men that were biological that's now dressing up as women if they look better than y'all? If you see a guy out there or you think that it's a woman and then you find out that it was biologically a man, do you get upset about it? Be honest. In the chat, let me know. Do y'all get upset if you see a person that is a biological man that walks around in a woman in whatever capacity? Are y'all jealous? Because this is what they telling y'all. So y'all saying that they throwing ad hominem attacks? I see y'all absolutely not. No, whatever, so on and so forth. Are y'all jealous? Let me ask another question. Since we all being honest today. The saying goes, you not ugly, you just poor. You not ugly, you just poor. Is that true? If you get enough resources and you spend enough money, can you make the transition into doing something different? I know Khloe Kardashian did it. I know Khloe did it. Listen, they may be built like ants, but Khloe looks completely different than what she looked like before they really start spinning the bag. What about Tasha is she spewing that's foolishness? I'm curious. I'm going to be reading Super Chat shortly. What is Tasha K saying in this particular instance that's foolishness? Just curious. What is she saying that's absolutely positively not true?
Are you fucking delusional? This is bigger than y'all. This is so, it is so ridiculous. Like, it's so fucking ignorant. It's just like another root. It's like another root being embedded. All these blurred lines. When you are a mixture of the both of us. That's the reason why you can float between. That's the reason why our men can float between. Don't do that. Don't do that. Now, I fuck with you, but I'm not gonna fuck with this ignorance. And like I said, I'm not exempt from this because I'm a part of the problem too. I sent shots to my fellow black women as well. Hate embodied in the entire message. But what I'm not gonna let y'all do is use these. No. I stand with Jess. I stand with Jess. We're the only bleeders and breeders. We're the only bleeders and we're the only breeders. And without us bleeding and without us breeding, you bitches wouldn't be able to get up and put on a wig. You bitches wouldn't be able to figure out if I want to go get a cup or a D cup. If I want this ass, this shot in my ass. That goes for other races too. Of women who have always thought that black women were just too masculine. You know what? Let me just borrow their features. Let me borrow their lips. Let me borrow their eyes. Let me borrow their extensions or hair or whatever it is that they got. Let me borrow their titties. Let me borrow their waist, their hips. Let me borrow their fucking accent. Let me borrow their men. Everybody want to borrow from black women. Everybody want to borrow from black women. Men, women, and fucking everybody. Don't do that. I fought with you, and I respect everything that you're doing. But listen, there's a difference. Just like I play a character of Bootsy. Tomorrow I can wake up and say I'm a Bootsy impersonator. They got Elvis impersonators. You're a female impersonator. You are a female impersonator. When they go to bury you, when you go to a doctor's appointment, you gotta check what it is that you are. Bye.
And that's a fact. That's a fact. Listen. We have to remove how we feel about the individual in order to objectively have a conversation about what the individual is saying. Right? And she literally said, I'm a part of the problem. I'm a part of the problem because she throws shots too. But the reality is this. Right? Two things. This is a self-inflicted problem from women. This is a self-inflicted problem from women. You guys put yourselves in this position. You guys embraced it. You celebrated it. You marched with them. You told us to mind our fucking business and all of this other type of stuff. And now y'all gonna have to fight this. Y'all gotta fight it. You gotta fight it. Y'all gotta fight this shit. Before we ever join in, because listen, men in general, we can squash this shit in no time. To be honest with you. If we really wanted to engage, we could squash this shit in no time. But I think that it's time to let y'all suffer a little bit because y'all need to embrace what it is that you created for yourself. She's absolutely right. In this particular instance, she's 100% right. But the idea that y'all not going to hold this L and we going to prevent y'all from being able to suffer the transgressions that you created for yourself, that's all on you, baby. Fight your fight. Fight. Get on the ring. Push. Go. Deal with that motherfucker that's out there beating your ass inside of that octagon in the UFC ring. He washing all of y'all. All of y'all gonna have to gather. Listen, the same way that y'all gathered together under one God, indivisible, in the court of a public attorney or whatever the fuck it's called. And y'all fought for women's rights, and y'all fought in order to continue to have the opportunity to vote and do whatever the fuck you want to do. I want you to keep that same motherfucking energy. We, as a collective of men, are going to determine how much is enough and how much we want y'all to get y'all ass kicked. We, as a collective of men, we going to sit back and watch, and we going to see how much effort you put into it. In the same way that we talk to God in church and we say, hey, God, multiply our money, multiply our efforts, all of this other type of stuff. We going to multiply y'all efforts, but we going to be the ones that determine how far y'all got to go before we support y'all. This is your turn. You created this for yourself. We're not going to save you from yourself. This is all 100%. You are right. For the first time in y'all lives, y'all are 100% right. And for the first time in your life, we also going to let you deal with it because you want to equal everything. Go ahead. We busy. We got to get ourselves together. I keep telling my guys to be selfish before you selfless. I keep telling my guys to make sure that y'all go ahead and take care of y'all business because ain't nobody going to come and save you. So we got work to do. So while we trying to figure it out, since y'all the most educated, that's what y'all keep telling us. Y'all running the numbers up. Y'all getting money, right? You getting a new job. We don't need no motherfucking man. Remember that shit? Remember when you said you didn't need us? I do it on my own. What I need you for? I could suffer by myself. Okay. You got it, sis. You got it, you bad bitch. My head at. You got it. Go ahead. Tell us how much pressure is made for hips instead of shoulders. Go ahead. You kept feeding that little nigga some milk and cookies. Then he grew up to be a whole motherfucking man, and he went in your closet and he took your clothes and he put your dress on and he walked in that bitch like Debo and he said, say something, nigga. Yes. Go ahead. This is what you wanted. Say something, nigga. You raised your son to be this way, and now he not giving you your clothes back. I don't know where the fuck he keep putting that tampon at, but he took your tampon and he using that shit. Eat that shit. Yes. This is what you wanted? Oh my God. They can't control what it is that they are. Oh my God. You can't help the way that you're born. It doesn't matter. God put us in the wrong body. God put you in the wrong body. Okay, well then deal with that nigga. Since he in the wrong body. Go ahead and get your sundress back. You ordered all of that shit from Shein. And he took all of that shit out of your closet. No, you wanted to wear the pants? Go get your pants. Go get your overalls and fight that nigga and get your shit back. Because when the police come, they're going to be like, listen, we can't arrest a woman. This is a domestic dispute. This is what you advocated for. This is what you signed up for. Eat that shit. We going to sit back and watch for a little while. I don't feel like this is my fight. I feel like this is an opportunity for me to observe and let the cats and dogs play in the yard and chase each other around and beat the fuck out of each other. No, you kept advocating for Fenty men, Fenty Savage X. You wanted that shit. I seen all of these motherfuckers dancing. Listen, Beyonce was here just the other day. I seen she was here last night. Beyonce was here performing at Ford Field last night. When they put the clips up, half of the dancers was the others, and then the other half of the dancers was the mothers. You ain't telling Beyonce to get some better dancers. Don't come to me asking me to come over here and protect you. Beyonce came in, got a bunch of money out here in Detroit. Y'all loved her. Y'all said, yes, queen. And you gave her all of your money, but you're not demanding for Beyonce to change her dancers. So the minute that you start demanding for Beyonce to change her dancers, the minute that we stop seeing Fenty X commercials with all of these motherfuckers, the minute that y'all start mobilizing for that shit, then we can have some conversations. But until then, I'm chilling. Why should I exert my energy? Shout out to Toy. Toy says she went to the concert. Why should I? Why? Fantasy says she don't care if they dance. Okay. Well, every time you go over to get some shoes, your size is sold out. And then when you go over into the dressing room, that nigga sitting right there next to you saying, "What up, sis? How you like these shoes on my feet?" "What up, sis?" Okay, let them dance in your heels then. Listen, y'all don't know what y'all want. Before we go over to the next story, let me make this clear. Clearly, y'all don't know what y'all want. Y'all want it both. You want your cake and you want to eat it too. So which one? I'm going to let y'all figure it out. Until y'all come to conclusions as a collective to be able to determine exactly how it is that y'all want to solve for this, then y'all let me know. Y'all want them to dance, you just don't want them to dance in your shoes. You want them to be able to wear a dress, you just don't want to see them in a dressing room with you. You want them to be able to pee sitting down, you just don't want them to be in your stall. Which one is it? Which one is it? I'm going to let you figure it out. Call me when you're done. Fantasy Island girl, call me when you're Fantasy. I'm about to read your super chat shortly. I'm going to read yours especially. Because I seen Fantasy, I remember, on Fight Club. Fantasy was on Fight Club. Let's bring her to the front of the congregation. Hold on. Where you at? Where you at, Fantasy? Fantasy. Fan. Let me bring you to the front of the congregation before okay. Fan. Do you not remember, Fan, when you were on Fight Club and you defended these people? You did it with vigor. You said, "I don't believe that you guys should be able to have a say-so in what it is that's going on in these people's households." Remember that? I remember you, Fan. I remember, Fan. I'm going to let you and your homegirls figure this one out. I don't have no pushback. I have zero pushback whatsoever. I'm going to let you and your girls, all the single ladies, you, Beyonce, Rihanna, all of that, I'm going to let y'all figure that shit out. Let me read these super chats, and we're going to move over to the next thing. Cowboys in the building says, "Thank you, bro, for the advice. We got the hook one of these days." Shout out to my dog, Cowboy. I appreciate you. My girl, Messy Mathematician, is in the building, says, "I came across you on Lapeef and been hooked ever since. You make me uncomfortable. Then I understood that comfort is the enemy." Yeah, I love my girl. I love my girl, Messy. Shout out to Messy. Old Country Boy says, "Half the chat's baby mom look just like her." Facts. I agree. Fan. Shout out to my girl, Fan. Fan says, "Only dark-skinned women get called men for being natural. It's colorist black men is doing that." Fan, it's not a big deal because y'all look at them as equals, right? I mean, it shouldn't be a big deal. Y'all see them as y'all cohorts, right? No? Fan, I thank you for the super chat. I'm going to give you a special round of applause. Thank you for tuning in with us today. Bam Lynch says, "I get my teeth done, I'm going to be a 10 like Channing." Shout out to you, Bam. I appreciate you. It's expensive as fuck, though, out here getting your teeth done. I ain't even going to lie. I paid a grip for mine. Mine look good, though. I got that good dentist. My girl, Messy Mathematician, says, "A quick is this show chick picture would humble a lot of these dudes with these so-called high standards. Average is by definition the most common." Facts. Brittany B is in the building, says, "Well, if the black women are supporting trans, y'all can't say black women aren't supporting men now." Shout out to Brittany B, my girl out there. Chris Williams says, "That's why I'm focused on self-improvement, look better, feel better, do better, get better." Appreciate you, Chris Williams. Thank you, my friend. Old Country Boy says, "Sounds like a problem for the woman." Shout out to Old Country Boy in the building. My girl, Fan. Let me give her an extra little oomph. said trans women are bio men. When they are out of line, how isn't that men's fault? Well, I'm going to let y'all figure that out. Those are y'all cohorts. Y'all got the biggest bargaining chip. Remember, y'all the ones that bring life. Y'all can determine what happens out here in these streets, fan. I think that this is a problem for y'all. I don't think that this has anything to do with us. Old Country Boy says black women supported the LGBTQ plus BFG in mass, and we don't care. I don't. Take the world to hell in a handbasket for all I care. Pictures on IG from 10 to 20 years ago but you meet in person, he comes over, they're looking like Freddie Jackson or shaped like SpongeBob. Facts. Old Country Boy is out here in the building, says they forget what the T in LGBT means. Facts. I agree with that also. My girl Fan, let me give Fan a round of applause. Says, check these trans women men, they out of pocket. No, you got to check them. I think that's a job for you. You the one that been in the army before. You've been in the military. You got your muscles up. Y'all wanted to be on the front lines. Don't ask, don't tell out here in these streets, Fan. Timeout says the sun stretched out all her sundresses and is wearing her wigs now. That's a fact. Shout out to the sun that took over all of her sheen and her half of her closet. You know how you would check, homeboys would check in. Hey, man, let me wear some of them kicks, man. I'm about to go to school. Now he coming to get your heels. Yep. Old Country Boy says fantasy girl is a walking contradiction. He said it, fan. You gonna do that? You gonna handle that? Thank you, Marley Morrow. I appreciate you. Fantasy. Let me give her a round of applause, man. Lies. I have been saying they're out of pocket. Don't put that on me now. No, Fan. I know what the fuck is going on out here in these streets. You were one of the biggest advocates. You corrected me when I got one of the letters out of order. I said, what about the LBTQ? She said, Anton, it's LGBTQ plus. Because I am all for the queer trans movement. Boop. And I don't want you to I want to make sure that I have my time to speak. I said, okay. We're going to come back and revisit this. Now it's your time. Fan. Shout out to my girl, Fan is in the building. I appreciate you. Make sure y'all hit a like for the YouTube algorithm, subscribe to the channel, and turn on the notifications. Let's move over to San Francisco. Now, we all know that this world is going to hell in a handbasket, right? Eventually, it'll be so fucked up that it doesn't even matter anymore. And Christ himself will have to come down and make sure that he takes us off of this beautiful green earth. Listen, this is what I believe, and I'm going to be reading Super Chats in a minute after this article. This is what I believe, all right? This is what I believe. I believe that I'm going to heaven, and then the statistics say that 99% of everybody else is going to hell. It's going to be me. It's going to be the bag chaser. Shout out to the Patreon members. Link is in the description as well as put to the top of the chat. It's going to be everybody that ordered Teach Hanley, 30% off your first order and plus a free gift. Me, my friends, my bag chasers, the people that tune in regularly and hold me down on the Millionaire Morning Show, and Jesus. Me and sweet baby Jesus. And so, considering that this world is going to hell in a handbasket anyway, we might as well bring forth all of the dysfunction that is happening out here in these streets. And this is the bullshit that they doing out in San Francisco, because they've stated laws that said that we not going to stop these motherfuckers from shoplifting. We not calling them. We not sending the police out. We not arresting them. Y'all wanted all of the criminals out. You wanted to do against no bail, none of that shit. You wanted to get rid of everything. And so now they said, all right, we're going to leave you to your own devices. And this is what you got to deal with. So now retailers are fighting back.
Retail theft is rampant in San Francisco. We walked into a store and easily spotted and recorded shoplifters in action. Now some retailers are going to new lengths to protect their products. KTVU's Christian Captain joins us now from a Walgreens in the city's Richmond district that has taken the drastic step of using a chain to lock up the food there. Christian.
Yeah, pretty incredible, Julie. The workers and customers here at this Walgreens say that they are frustrated at the amount of rampant theft that goes on. And now the shop, as you said, has taken the somewhat unprecedented step of simply...
Hold on. Before we go into this, look at the thug in the background. if you zoom in a little bit, if you take a screenshot and then you zoom into the picture, I think that this news reporter should be very, very careful, and he need to be aware of what his surroundings is doing. It's a dude over there in the background, and I don't trust him. I don't trust no man that is walking around in good weather with a hoodie on, with the hood part up, and he got Asics on. He got them New Balance on. I don't trust no nigga with a hoodie on, all black, black on black everything, in good weather with New Balance on. I don't trust no nigga with New Balances on. Not the ones that fuck that. Listen, New Balance, those type of New Balance in the wrong area is the same thing as black Air Force Ones. Those type of New Balance in the wrong areas is the same. If you see a nigga walking down the street with jean shorts on past his knees and black Air Force Ones, get the fuck out that nigga way. I know they keep telling me it's not the stereotype. Listen, this is a clue for everybody that's not from the hood. Everybody that didn't come from Detroit. I don't know what they do in other cities, but this is what I know for sure. If you see a nigga walking down the streets with jean shorts on, and it come past his knees, that nigga got on white socks and black Air Force Ones, you in fucking trouble. It's over for you. Don't call 911. Don't do none of that shit. Turn around and go back the other way. Don't even try to cross the street. That nigga coming for you. If you see a nigga in jean shorts that come past his knees, the long shorts, the same ones that Soulja Boy was wearing when he was Soulja Boy, I was in that, whoa, Superman that hoe, now watch me, you. If you see them type of fucking jean shorts on, that nigga got on white socks and black Air Forces, it's over. The same thing that's happening with them fucking New Balances. I don't want to get distracted, but let's continue over with the show.
Chaining off an area there, that is their latest attempt to try to thwart the thieves. Customers at this Walgreens at 16th Avenue and Geary Boulevard say this is a distressingly common sight. Shoplifters making their way through the aisles, helping themselves to whatever they want, then walking out.
Look at this nigga. They literally following him with the camera to record him stealing, and he has no regard whatsoever.
I have seen people actively grabbing stuff off the shelves and walking out the door.
Now, this Walgreens has taken a drastic step, chaining up the refrigerated and frozen foods. The only way to get any items inside, ringing for assistance. Customers say they're frustrated that it's come to this.
It is terrible because you have to wait, you have to ask for a clerk to come and unlock anything that you want to buy, anything, including a soda.
In the span of less than 2 hours, we saw 4 confirmed shoplifting incidents. Thieves making off with drinks, food, and stationery supplies. In a statement,
these niggas don't even wear masks no more. They don't even wear masks no more. They don't care, bro. Listen, they not black, they not white, they everything. They're everything. They're mixed. They're all of that. They coming in, they taking ice cream. They gonna go and buy a new Nike Tech, and then they coming and taking your ice cream, my nigga. He got 2 bottles of pop. He said, I'm not paying for that shit. His shorts come past his knees. He got on white socks. He's 1 step away from being at the top of the food chain with the black forces.
Walgreens said retail crime is one of the top challenges facing their industry, and that the company is focused on safety. The company says it continues to take preventative measures to safely deter theft and still deliver the best experience it can for customers. We spoke with a San Francisco police.
Look, y'all not paying attention. It's a news van with the news cameras right there. Look, it's news cameras.
Deter theft.
You see the news camera right there?
And still deliver the best.
You see the news van right there? Nobody even gives a fuck anymore. Multiple different people are walking in and out and just fucking taking whatever the fuck that they want with no kind of regard whatsoever. It's a news camera sitting there with the news truck right there. And they just walking in with the Nike hoodie, and they said, listen, that's cool. Hey, what we doing today? When I say we are in hell already, we are in hell already. What up to my dog Logic in the building? We are already in hell. Nobody cares. It doesn't even matter. Nobody fucking cares. Listen, let me tell you what's happening in Detroit, for those of y'all that's not familiar. Let me tell you what's happening in Detroit. That's in San Francisco. That's all the way on the other end of the spectrum, right? We so fucked up over here in Detroit, because this is happening all the way across the board. We so fucked up over here in Detroit. Let me bring my city to the front of the congregation. That the people, and listen, Logic is right about this. It's the people's fault. The people are prosecuting the gas station owners, the store owners, anybody that tries to stop theft. They're saying the stuff that's in your store is not worth trying to stop somebody that then has a gun that is threatening everybody else that's in the vicinity. If you don't let them out or you don't do what it is that they're supposed to do, you're supposed to focus on preserving life. So if these motherfuckers come in as criminals and they threaten to kill everybody unless you give up everything, if you don't give up everything, now you're going to get prosecuted as a result of it, because anybody else's life that gets taken as a result of it's not the criminal's fault anymore. It's now the business owner's fault and responsibility to be able to maintain a level of civility with the criminals in order to make sure that everybody else is protected. What the fuck are we talking about now? That's a fact. That's a whole fact. If somebody in there and they tearing up the fucking store and you lock them in the store in order to get the police there to be able to get them arrested, and you don't let them out, and then they go in and they start slapping niggas up in the store, you then become liable as a gas station owner or attendant or worker as a result of what the criminal did, not the criminal. You are then liable. You are liable as a business owner. You are liable and the community is supporting this shit. We got motherfuckers out here protesting and holding the business owners accountable instead of holding the criminals accountable. This is insane. It's insane.
As it can for customers. We spoke with a San Francisco police sergeant who works undercover, so he asked us to not show his face. He says ultimately it's up to the retailer to protect their
police don't even want to show their face.
Goods and hire security if needed. He said oftentimes Walgreens will call the police.
Everybody is walking in like it's a free, like this is the free for all. This is the homeless shelter. Everybody is walking in. Listen, these are all of the people that's just walking in when the news story just showed up to do a article in front of the story. Every single person that walk in there don't feel like they need to be able to pay for anything. They just walking in. They ain't got no mask. They ain't got nothing. They got their coats on. They got their hats on. They acting like they just normal human beings, and they don't give a fuck about the discount. None of that. They walking in. They taking what they want, and they walking out.
That the items be returned and will then decline to press charges.
But then what happens is the Walgreens, the corporation, that means the employees will have to show up to court and testify. And I think that's where the particular problem is. It's tying up their employees to go to court on these, on these retail thefts.
Walgreens isn't the only retailer facing a shoplifting problem.
Women, hold on, look. You got the ladies in there. This is, look, they just standing there. The employees is just standing there. They're like, yeah, we get it. We know. You need some pads. You need to go and get that plan B, sis. You needed that plan B? Okay, go ahead. Look, it's women, it's men, it's white men, mostly white men.
Facing a shoplifting problem. This Safeway on Webster Street in San Francisco joined with others in Oakland and San Jose to install these glass gates.
Now look at this dumb shit.
Have to scan their receipts to exit. Safeway released a statement saying the grocery chain recently made the change at select Safeway stores in the Bay Area to maintain a safe and welcoming shopping experience for customers and associates, given the increasing amount of theft. Some shoppers said they didn't like the new gates. Others say they understand why they're a necessity.
It was different. I thought it was more like an airport kind of like, or, a security job, But if it does the job to keep shoplifters from shoplifting.
It doesn't, ma'am.
Okay.
Look, let me show you something. I'm going to show y'all how dumb this is. And companies are actually investing in this dumb shit. Watch this.
Another common security measure these stores have implemented is only having one way in and out to monitor who comes and goes. That means customers have to either backtrack to the entrance where they first entered or, as in the case of this Walgreens, use the stairs. We're live in San Francisco. Christian Cafton, KTVU.
Now look at this. Safeway said, we gonna put a gate in, right? This is the gate. You don't think a nigga can jump over that gate? Who was that gate stopping? Harpo. Who was that gate stopping? They invested literally probably $10,000 in order to get that installed. And they think that that's going to stop somebody. All you going to have to do is replace that glass because they're going to kick that fucking out. If they can't jump over it, they're going to kick it because you pissed them off. And ain't nobody going to do nothing. Who is this gate stopping? Who was the UX? Who was the manager that approved this shit and said that, yeah, we rolling with this one? Let me ask you another question. Why would I even go that way? Why won't I just go back out the same way that I came in? Why wouldn't I just go back out the same way that I came in? Why would I even go through that area? Why would I go through the pay area if I don't even have no intention to pay in the first place? This is the dumbest shit that I've ever seen in my entire life. If a nigga is coming to steal and he know the police ain't coming, why would he give a fuck about any of that anyway? They spent all of this time and money to develop this technology, and in 30 seconds, niggas is like, man, I ain't going that way. I'm going to go back out the same way that I came in. It's only one way in and one way out anyway. We going down that path. It's over. It's absolutely over. Let me read some of these super chats and be able to acknowledge some of y'all. Bam Bam Lynch says, women against gays, never thought that I would see it. They not against it. Fan is in the chat saying that she confused. She don't know whether she want to be for it or against it. Fan want to figure out how to manage it. She not going to be against it. Fan want to be figuring out how she going to manage it. Look, see, listen. I'm bi. I'm in the alphabet. Fan said that, listen, Fan is a part of the alphabet. Why would she be against it? Why would she be against it? She just told y'all, listen, I'm not against it. I'm just trying to figure out how it is that I can keep my tampons in stock because they taking all of the tampons and they taking all of the shoes. I don't know what they using it for, but they taking all of my shit. Fan said that she bi. Fan is married and bi at the same time. How, Fan? Fan, please don't. I'm going to have to bring you to the front of the congregation. I might have to bring you to the front of the congregation if you out here doing this dumb shit, Fan. What we got going on, babe? Huh? You're going to have to talk to me. Aaron says 200 plus pull-ups and chin-ups and 3 miles. You work out today? Nope. And I sure didn't do 200 and then nothing. You can keep that 200, nigga. I had to get up in the morning. I was already operating off 3.5 hours of sleep. I don't know what you niggas is talking about. I give you 10 in a set. I'm not giving you 200 straight. I don't even know a nigga that could do 200 pull-ups and chin-ups straight. That shit is wild, Aaron. You out here looking like fucking Arnold Schwarzenegger. Brock says, Time Dog, don't stereotype me just because I'm insecure about showing my knees in public and I like black Air Force Ones. That ain't fair to me, nah. We doing hoochie daddy shorts. Your fiance don't care that you buy, so you sleep with other people, Fan? All right, we gonna have to bring you to the front. You a cheat? You don't tell me that you cheating. You cheating on your fiance? No, Fan. I don't believe you a cheater. Aaron Woe says, we definitely in hell now. How much time you think we got time? Probably about we got some time. We got some time. It got to devolve to be even worse than this before we get all the way there. God is like, nah, not yet. We're going to let him suffer a little bit more, Jesus. Shout out to Aaron Woe. I appreciate you. Dusty Ninja Reacts is in the building. I appreciate you, big dog. My girl Fan said, let me see. She says, these are white men Don't be blaming ninjas. Oh, we ain't gonna blame them on this one. We know, listen, white people steal way more than black people. Black people steal dumb shit. White people coming in to go and get the good shit. They going to get the small, high retail items, or they going to get whatever it is. You says it's not cheating if it's sanctioned? Oh, fan, what the fuck? What the fuck, fan? Ain't no way y'all going to be able to get this shit under control with you at the leadership table. If you're going to be at the leadership council, you're going to have to get your life together because you got to be the thing that you're advocating for. Brock says they'll get out there like Walmart did in the Chi. Yeah, I agree. I think that retailers are going to start pulling out of what the fuck is going on. Let's go over to some good news before we going back into the dumb shit. A DoorDash driver is making over $100,000. Do y'all believe it? As a delivery man, a DoorDash driver is out here getting 100 bands. Shout out to the DoorDash drivers.
Quebec economists in Hawaii say the gig economy has provided people with flexible work options, and its success is a testament to the potential that it holds.
Let me show some.
SK on TV4, Cynthia Yipper.
Let me show some love to my black men that's out here doing the work. Now, a lot of y'all like to say what black men ain't doing or whatever, so on and so forth. But here's my question, right? As a gig economy worker, shout out to Bill DeBorg, boy, I'm going to be reading that super chat shortly. As a gig economy worker, is this man making over $100,000 a high value man? Is he at least meeting the criteria financially for y'all? Okay, let me revise that. Ladies, if you single or if you were single, I'm curious. Would you talk to this man making $100,000? Does the title of his job factor into whether or not you think that he's prestigious enough to be able to have a conversation with? Let me say that one more time. Does the title of his job matter also? Or is it just the fact that he's getting to the bag and he got good work ethic? Be honest. Because he may be making 100 bands a year, but then you may not like the fact that when your homegirl asks you, what does he do? And then you say, well, my man is a DoorDash driver. Ooh, girl, you can get you a better man than that. Does what he does for a living factor into whether or not you'd be interested? Is the prestige of the title just as important as the amount of money that they make, or is it all about the bag? Just think about that. Think about it.
A DoorDash driver in Hawaii is breaking all expectations by making more than $100,000.
And Fantasy Island girl, your new name is Fan. When y'all see Fantasy Island girl on any platform, here, Fight Club, wherever it is that she pop up at, if you see Fantasy Island girl, I don't want you calling her Fantasy Island girl anymore. I don't care what the fuck she label her name as. You call her Fan. Her name is Fan from now on.
A year. It's all new at 6.
This dasher in Hawaii has found a perfect recipe for success, delivering meals, groceries, and pretty much anything else you could want. But more than that, he is serving up a lucrative income.
Look at that good black man out there working and hustling. Look at that good black man out there working and hustling, picking up your food, being productive, adding value into the economy and society. This is the man that y'all should be trying to get with. This man should not be single. He better not be single. He should have every single woman laying down at his feet trying to be able to get in touch with him.
Make a lot of money. You can make more than 100,000. It's all about what you want to make. It's all about you.
And it's
your name is Fan. Reading that super chat shortly.
All about the hustle. Ronald Coleman works 7 days a week and between 12 to 20 hours a day. His goal is to make $400 each day. So that works out to about $33 to $20 an hour.
Let me tell you how a lot of these people wind up being successful. And it really doesn't matter what industry you're in, right? When I talk to people a lot of times, one of the things that I have them do, well, I'm not going to give y'all that level of game. I'll give you this, right? and on some real shit. This is how y'all need to start breaking things down in order to be successful when it comes to what it is that you do on a regular basis. Somebody came to me one time and they said, Anton, I want to pay off $30,000 in debt. Actually, it was specifically $33,000 in debt. Somebody jumped on and they said, I can't see it, bro. I can't see being able to get out of this motherfucking hole. Some of y'all are so dependent on the federal government to take care of you that you may be sitting on $30,000, $33,000, $34,000, $35,000 in debt. Think about that shit for a minute. Some of y'all got student loans, and let's just say, for example, you got $30,000, $34,000, $35,000, $36,000 in student loans, right? He said, Anton, I can't see it. I said, all right, well, let's milestone it out. He said, what you mean? I said, let's break it down. I said, then that means that you have to make the equivalent of $33,000 for the entire year to be able to get this shit up off you. He said, yeah, man, I just can't see it, bro. I'll be so tired. I said, all right, cool. I said, well, in reality, that's not that big of a deal. He said, why? I said, because all you got to do is make $3,000 a month. He said, I mean, that don't even sound that bad. I said, bro, all you got to do is make $3,000 extra a month and that you can be done with that shit. He said, but bro, that's a lot of money. And to the chat, right? When you break down from $33,000 or $36,000 in a year down to $3,000 a month, it actually sounds a little bit more manageable. But a lot of people is like, damn, but I mean, $3,000? What I got to do for that $3,000? Well, let me break it down for you a little bit differently, right? The way that I look at things, and maybe this is just the way that my brain works, that ain't shit but an extra $100 a day. I said, fam, you got to make $100 more a day. He said, what? He said, no, that ain't right. He said, that don't even make sense. I said, bro, you have to make an extra $100 today. I can go and make $100 without even blinking. I can go, you don't have to be great. You don't have to be phenomenal. All you got to do is be awesome right here, right now. Instead of going and picking up the remote controller, all you got to do is make $100. You can go and cut grass. You can go and do an Uber. You can go and do DoorDash. You can go and do, it's too many options for you to be able to really, really be able to knock this shit out. You don't have to depend on the federal government. You don't have to have this shit over your head. All you got to do is start making an extra $100 a day. And you can have this shit out done in a year. He was like, damn, you can go and deliver pizzas. He was like, damn, that's crazy. When people deliver my DoorDash, I be tipping them $40 and $50. You don't have to make $33,000, $36,000 in a year. You got to make $100 a day. Now, young boy 24 and AL says, I try for an extra $200 after work. That's the hack. See, it's no finesse, ain't no scamming, ain't no other different shit that you gonna do any differently that's gonna make you any more awesome. It's hard work, and it's just really starting to break things down so that you can milestone it out and then understand how it is that you're gonna be successful. Because when you start making that extra $100 a day, you're gonna be thinking to yourself, well, shit, I can actually get rid of this shit in like 6 months if I make an extra $200 a day. You see how you start reverse engineering your mind to start looking at it differently, because it took you an extra couple hours, an extra few hours to make that $100, but you still ain't doing shit. So it's like, well, I can actually knock this shit out in 6 months, because it ain't shit to make an extra 200 when you make an extra 100, right? Let me break it down for you a little bit differently. Some people say, well, you know what? I'm going to just make the extra 100, but then I'm going to get that extra 100 for myself. It's $100 a day, fam. Your student loans, car payment, credit card bills, pay an extra $30,000 on your mortgage in order to prevent yourself from continuing to give money over to the mortgage company and interest, It's not rocket science. It's milestoning that shit out, breaking it all the way down. You can break it down even further. Okay, well, I got to make an extra $100 a day. Well, if I want to do an extra 8 hours, That really ain't shit but an extra, what, $12? $13? I'm going to get to that super chat shortly. He said his goal is to make $400 a day. Next thing you know, he making over $100,000 a year.
When he looked at his 1099 in 2022, he saw he raked in $114,000.
Last year, he made 114 bands. Listen, his biggest problem now is not your problem. His problem is how is it that he's going to make sure that he's saving money so that he don't have to pay as much in taxes. So now he got to start looking at things from a different perspective. Now he got to tap into the Patreon. Link is in the description as well as pinned to the top of the chat, right? Because now his 1099, which means that he's not a W-2 employee, right? His 1099 said he made 114 bands. He got to figure out how it is that he can lower his taxes. He got good problems, not bad problems. That's how quickly you can go from having and operating under duress to trying to understand how rich people think and how it is that they work. He looked at his 1099, that shit said 114,000. Nope, it's not cap. It's not cap. I actually did some research on this guy. This dude went and did 114 bands in 2022. This is a fact.
That even surprised him.
It's still mind-blowing, especially doing it in a place like this. If you're willing to put the time and effort into yourself, it's going to pay off.
Economist Paul Brubaker says this is the new economy, with side hustles and non-traditional jobs now the new reality.
It's nothing wrong with having a 9-to-5. It's nothing wrong with doing things the traditional way. But when you think outside the box and you gain a lot of different knowledge, because we have the technology in the world at the palm of our hand.
Coleman has been coming to Hawaii since 2005. In 2021, he moved to the islands to live with his brother, who has been based at Schofield Barracks for more than 20 years. Since first coming here, Coleman fell in love with Hawaii and its people. On the shores and roads of Hawaii, Ronald Coleman hopes to continue to find success on his journey of opportunity.
Now, here's the real caveat. Here's the real caveat. He's lowered his expenses and he lives with his brother. He lowered his expenses, he ran his bag up, and he lives with his brother. Now, if he was smart, he would completely get rid of the debt and he would start allocating the majority of that into assets, which he then can open up a business that's closely tied to his lifestyle, and then he'd reduce his tax burden that goes along with it. But that's a completely different conversation. What I see in a lot of these different areas, like when I go over to Miami, they don't even have the same expenses as you guys, so they keep more in their pocket. You know what they ride on? Scooters. All of the delivery drivers, because it's nice year-round, all of the delivery drivers, all of the DoorDash drivers, all of the Grubhub drivers, all of the Uber Eats drivers, they own them little fucking scooters, and that's how they deliver their stuff. They don't have the same gas as you. They don't have the same tires as you. When I went over to the Dominican Republic, scooters is the way that most people Uber. It was crazy. Obviously, it was a completely different company. It was a different name. I think it was owned by Uber. But over in Miami, they don't even use cars, the delivery drivers. They all be on them fucking scooters. They all be on those scooters. Make sure y'all tap into the Patreon. Link is in the description as well as pinned to the top of the chat. Let me read some of these super chats and then we're going to move over to the next thing. Since we got a woman that I need to bring to the front of the congregation. Bilderberg Boy says, Kamala Harris told y'all California is the future. Read your Bible, collect your guns, and chase the bag. Good afternoon, AD. Good afternoon, Bilderberg Boy. I appreciate you. Thank you for tapping in. Aaron says, great side hustle, and you can work all you want. I appreciate you, Aaron. Thank you for tapping in. Fan says, no, it's fantasy. It is. No. Fan, listen. You're going to learn to love this name. It is going to separate you from the pack. You are going to learn to love this name. When people say, hey, man, you tapped into, you seen what Fan said, that shit going to resonate. Trust me, I know this. It just came out. It was just naturally. They're going to say, hey, you heard what Fan was talking about? It's going to capture the people. Fan is you. You are now Fan. All right? And people gonna get curious. Yo, who the fuck is Fan? Fan. You don't know who Fan is? Dog. Anton was talking about her the other day. You should go and look her up. Fan. I'm telling you. You should do a whole video on that shit. Anton Daniels schooled me. This would be the name of your video. Anton Daniels schooled me, and now I'm Fan. Shit is going out the door. Up. It's out the fucking door. Shout out to Fantasy Island Girl. Aaron says between Uber, Lyft, and DoorDash, etc., you can work 24/7. Aaron is a motherfucking bag chaser. He be out here getting that shit. Money Mix says I DoorDash and ATL. In a big city, you can get to the bag. Shout out to all of the people that's hustling on the side. Fan says if he working 20 hours a day, he has no time for a woman. He has to be single and lonely. But hey, make 6 figures. You are wrong. Fan, you are wrong. You are wrong. And listen, women yearn for men that they don't necessarily have access to anyway. So fellas, go out there and get that bag. Shout out to Fan. We always on a Fan bandwagon. We appreciate you, love. What is this? NFI Miscellaneous says they wouldn't date him because he's a DoorDash driver. I agree to it. I agree. Shout out to my dog, the electrician 480 says, good morning, Anton, from Detroit to San Francisco. To Tasha K backing up. Jess Hilarious versus the Transformers. This is what they voted for. On the other hand, we as successful black men are on the rise, and I see no one holding us back. I appreciate you. David Simpson Jr. says, time for him to get incorporated and get them inductions, Roth IRA, ETFs, and he needs to make sure that he's starting a business so that he can legally write off the expenses that he's experiencing every single day tied to what it is that he does for a living. And how do we do that? Completely different conversation. Money Mix says, hey, fan. See that shit? You see how these people, they starting to rock with you? Hey, fan, we work our own schedule, so there's plenty of time for women. Are you worth the time is a different question. Woo! He said, I got something for you, baby girl. Jason Stakums is in the building, says he really showing that grit. Props. Aaron Wall is in the building, says the Budman on a scooter in NY. I agree. And NY, they out there on them scooters also. AJ Wise is in the building, says I'm jumping on this DoorDash right after work. See that? We got some hustlers. Let me tell you something. If I had the opportunity or if I had the capacity to be able to do DoorDash and I could actually justify it with my time, don't think that I wouldn't go out there and get that fucking bag. I'll do whatever it is I take in order to feed my family and get ahead. Me, Anton Daniels, will do whatever it is that I have to take legally in order to make sure that I feed my family and get ahead. Now, for those of you that like to run in the Victim Olympics and say that there's no opportunity for you, let me bring you to the front of the congregation. This just so happened to show up on my timeline. Yep. This is not something that you guys sent me. This is something that showed up on my timeline. So I played it in the first minute. I said, oh, yeah. I want to look at it. She's crying. She got her eyes, right? Let me tell you exactly what her name is. I got to make sure that I get her name. Hold on. Let me see if I can find it. I'll find it for you guys because I want to make sure that I give her the credit that she deserves for presenting us this phenomenal video in which she's running in the Victim Olympics. Make sure y'all hit a like for the YouTube algorithm, subscribe to the channel, and turn on your notifications.
Good morning, guys.
Good morning.
Happy Thursday. Welcome to a brand new vlog. I don't even know if this is going to be a vlog. This might just be me talking to you guys really quick. I am on my way to go sit at Dunkin' because I need to edit and upload my Have a Sue vlog, which you'll see probably before this video. So,
oh shit, I fucked up. Hold on, let me get that back. Let me get it back. All right, we there.
Good. So go watch that if you haven't already. But I can feel myself falling into a depression again, and fuck, I don't want to cry. Oh my god. had a really
Hey, y'all gotta excuse me. I don't have the same level of compassion as everybody else. So when somebody wants to start crying when they first start their YouTube video, that shit amuses me. That shit amuses me.
bad mental breakdown last night, and I just cried myself to sleep. I have had it so hard this last year. I mean, I have been chronically depressed since I was 17 years old, but I more so realized it around like 22, when I would just drink, and I would just drink to like mask what the fuck I was feeling, and I was still living at home, and I was just so depressed. I felt like my life just wasn't going anywhere. I've always felt so stagnant in life. I've never felt like I've never felt successful in anything I do or anything I've done, which sucks because like I'm 28 now, and I just feel like my life has been so stagnant the last 10, 11 years. Oh my God, I don't want to cry. I'm so sorry.
Hey, let me ask y'all a question. Is mental health something that we should be more concerned about? Is mental health, she says she's 28 years old. When she was living with her parents, all she would do is drink all day in order to mask the things that she was feeling. Is this self-inflicted, or is this something that I should be taking more seriously and making sure that I'm more compassionate about her mental health because she's crying right now? Let's continue.
I don't want to cry anymore. Fuck. But I just don't know what I'm doing, and I know I'm only 28, but 28 just feels like I should have my shit together, and I don't have my shit together. I don't have anywhere to live. I literally been scammed by Airbnbs. Like I just don't think I'm cut out for LA right now.
How do you get scammed by Airbnbs? See, and this is what I keep telling y'all. Everybody runs in the Victim Olympics. This is not something that's just relegated to you. This is something that's relegated to a lot of different people. Everybody is running in the Victim Olympics. This is not just you.
And it sucks to say that because this has always been my dream to live here, and I made it happen, and now I'm just like, I can't maintain it.
Brandy said it's self-inflicted. I see you, Brandy.
I feel like a fucking failure, and I don't know. I'm just really fucking going through right now. I'm not making nearly as much money as I was, and there's nothing I can do about that. I've been trying to get another job for like literally since I moved here. And I've had absolutely no luck. Like, it's all about who you know and not what you know. And I have been struggling to find another job. I haven't even gotten interviews or anything. And like, I have had the same job for going on 3 years now. I've been at the same place. I have a lot of bartending and serving experience. I literally have my esthetician license. Like, I haven't transferred to California yet, but I have like an SC license. I just don't feel like I'm cut out. Fuck. Oh my God, I'm ugly crying. I'm sorry. I just don't feel like I'm cut out for this life, and it really fucking sucks. I felt this way for a long time. When I lived back home, I was so depressed. I was in a relationship that was so toxic, and I just wanted to feel like someone loved me. Oh my God, we're going into it. Okay. All right.
She was in a relationship back home where she wanted to feel like somebody loved her. Y'all are so fucking weak. God. So weak. So depressed and broken. Oh my God. I just wanted to feel loved. I just wanted to feel loved. Oh my God, I ran away from home because I just wanted to feel loved, and I was depressed because I was in a toxic relationship.
I just wanted someone to feel like they loved me and wanted to be with me for me, and that was never the case. And I ran away to Vegas. Not ran away, but like ran away to Vegas to try to just like cope and deal and run away from my problems, honestly. But when I lived in Vegas, I became so depressed I couldn't eat, or I would binge eat and then throw it up. Like,
shit. Shit, I've seen your profile. I know what you look like. You ain't throw that shit up. That shit went right into the belly of the beast and came out on the other end right after it stuck right over to your arteries. Shit.
I would cry myself to sleep every day. It was so bad, you guys. Like, I barely was making any money. I was working a shit minimum wage job. I literally could barely pay my bills. My bills were late every single month. My rent, like, could barely afford my rent. I couldn't afford my car insurance. Like, it was so bad. And so the first year in Vegas, it was probably the hardest, as anywhere you move, quite honestly. But I really, really felt it in the second year during the pandemic. And obviously everyone went through their shit. We all dealt with the pandemic. We all dealt with quarantine.
Nope. I made more money than I'd ever have in my entire life during the pandemic. That's a fact. At that particular time during the pandemic, I made more fucking money than I had that year. Listen, since I would say 2015, every year since 2015, maybe even 14. Ever since 2014, all the way up until so the last 9 years, every year has been exceptionally better than the year before. Exceptionally better. And during the pandemic, that shit was like a money ball. It was a money tree. God was like, make it rain. Just like Sandy Lau. Make it rain. Poof. I made more fucking money during the pandemic than I ever have in my entire life. And then me and my family, we went and lived in Miami for the rest of the winter. While y'all was out here suffering, being locked down, we said, fuck that shit. So women, not just black women, but women in general, suffered the most. This is what she's confirming to y'all. Women in general suffered the most during the pandemic.
I dealt with quarantine by myself. I had no family or friends in Vegas. Oh my God, I'm crying again. I had no friends or family in Vegas. And
at some point, I want y'all to tell me when y'all feel sorry for, so I can learn how to feel sorry for people too.
Just by myself, literally thought my life was over. I didn't think I would be alive. But then I got my dog during quarantine, and I love him more than anything in this world. And I have to be here for him.
She has to be here for her dog. And so she got her dog during the time that she was struggling the most during quarantine. And so she added an extra expense and got a fucking child in the form of a pet, a dog. She got a dog during quarantine, and now her dog is now her companion.
I just think about that. But yeah.
I don't know January, man. I have no idea, bro.
I've been really going through it. And when I left Vegas, I thought, okay, great. Here's a new start. I left Vegas. I went back home. I moved in with my sister, which was terrible because we had a really bad falling out for like a year. We recently reconnected because I don't really have anybody else. It sucks because there's no loyalty with my sister.
Let me say this. I hate criers. And it's nothing wrong with crying, like, you know, with a situation or a life event, or even if you're having that particular conversation and whatever. But when you cry every 30 seconds or every minute, that shit is annoying. I'll be like, hey, listen, don't nobody want to be around somebody that's always full of drama. Nobody wants to be around a person that's always crying. Jesus, pick up and put on your big girl panties.
And I really do only have myself, but
nobody cares. Nobody's coming to save you.
Talk to somebody every now and then, because
nobody's coming to save you.
I'm now in LA by myself, you know? And oh my God, I'm fucking crying. I'm in the car and people can see me because I'm in a fucking fishbowl. But
girl, ain't nobody paying attention to you.
I had a really bad falling out. I ended up getting my own apartment in downtown Portland with a co-signer because your girl was not making nearly as much money. But then I got a job, which is the job I have now, and I was making such good money, you guys, like, and not such good money, but money to be able to afford my rent, my bills. I could eat at a grocery, like I could go grocery shopping and eat at home. Like when I lived in Vegas, you guys, I could barely afford to eat. Like the McDonald's dollar menu and their fucking McDonald's app was my best friend. I'm not gonna fucking lie to you guys. Like it was so rough, and I've never told anybody that. I've never opened up to anybody about the things I went through when I lived in Vegas.
So you ate from the McDonald's dollar menu because you was a dollar millionaire. Now, what I'm trying to understand is, Why is that something that we should care about? Everybody is on a platform and they're tearing their stories and they're crying and they're talking about the different things that they went through. And oh my God, I'm so broken. Jesus, oh Jesus, help us.
I had a really hard time. So I left, got an apartment in downtown Portland, and everything was great. I was making great money. I went to school. I got my esthetician certificate, license, whatever. And then I was like,
what's up with all of the women getting these esthetician things? So you finally figured out that, yo, if I'm going to be out here doing whatever it is that I do or whatever, so on and so forth, then I want to get a license. And I'm going to get my license. I'm going to get a better job. It sounds like she started being an adult, a fucking adult. You started being an adult at 28 years old.
Money, let's move to LA. And that's the worst thing I could have fucking done. Because now I'm lonely. I don't have a place to stay because I couldn't afford my apartment. As you all know, I'm trying to rebuild my credit. So, and out here, the rental market is so tough. You have to have like a perfect fucking credit score. Like you can't.
So, now we're starting to get down to the brass tacks of things, right? And the brass tacks of things is this. The brass tacks of things is this. Every single wound that she has is self-inflicted. She was living in Vegas. She found a job. She started to repair her life. Instead of her staying put and keeping her expenses down and fucking humbling herself over to her sister, but instead she got a trauma bond. She's saying everything is wrong with everybody, including her sister. Instead of her getting rid of the fucking dog because she can't afford the dog, she decided, you know what? I'm doing too well. Everything is going too well in my life. I'm about to go over and head over to LA. I'm going to move into the most degenerate fucking area that I can find in the United States. Right when my life started to come together and right when things started to go right, I'm going to go over here and move over to fucking LA. In a minute, she going to have to start selling that pussy. She going to have to start dropping it low. She going to have to start giving up that box. In a minute, she going to have to start giving up that box. Because she not making the right decisions. She not out here doing the thing that's in her own best interest. You're going to have to start giving up that Gog 3000. You're going to have to start on OnlyFans. Most girls that's on OnlyFans ain't even making money. I know y'all don't know that, right? Everything that she's doing is self-inflicted. It's a self-inflicted wound.
I have any things in it, so I'm doing what I can to rebuild that, as you guys know, but it's been really hard. It's been a few months, and I've made a little bit of progress, but not as much as I need to and as I want to. I was going to go to Dunkin' and I drove the wrong way. That's what a coffee bean, sorry. Oh my God. And now I'm struggling more than ever. I think more than when I lived in Vegas. Even though I'm making more money out here doesn't go very far. So, I don't know. I don't know what this video is. And if you see this on the internet, I'm so sorry for crying on the internet.
No. We're very thankful that you cried on the internet. It's beautiful.
I just feel myself going into a depression again, and I don't have any options, and I don't have anywhere to go, and I don't have anybody to turn to. Oh. There's nobody that I can be 100% honest with in my personal life.
Let me be honest with you, baby. Can I be honest with you? I want to be absolutely positively honest and transparent with you, baby girl. Listen. We don't care. Nobody's coming to save you. You are moving to LA on your own. You decided to have these self-inflicted wounds, and we don't give a fuck. We genuinely don't. We genuinely don't give a flying fuck as to what it is that's going in your own self-inflicted life. You left home. You decided you wanted to be a big girl. You had shit to say. You was cussing out your sister and all of this other type of shit. You decided that you wanted to leave the covering, and so now you got to deal with the consequences like a big girl. Guess who gives a fuck? Guess who gives a flying fuck? I think that at some point, every woman that decides that she wants to do what she want to do, at some point, every woman that has these self-inflicted wounds, I think that they should suffer. I think that they should suffer from the thing that they created for themselves. I don't see that as unreasonable. Do you? I don't think that we should save these people. I don't think that the government should help them. I don't think that any of that should happen. I think that we should just absolutely positively leave them out there and let them suffer. Let them hit the track. Better sell that box. Better go get that box popping. I ain't got nothing for you, homie. I don't have nothing for you, baby girl. And somebody else probably at that truck stop, they got that hard dick for you. They got that D. They got that hard dick for you, girl. I don't give a fuck. I genuinely don't care. I think that these people should suffer the consequences of freedom and independency because this is what they advocated for. This is what you wanted. You asked for this shit. Now, what are we talking about? Why are we sitting here having a conversation with you, acting like it's important for us to care? And you got a YouTube channel. And she did some views on this video, so she making money now. Give a fuck about what you talking about, girl.
I can just open up to and tell them what's going on because everyone thinks I have this perfect life and I'm this strong person.
Let me find her. Let me find her video.
Where's everybody when I need them? You know. So I don't know.
So while the black man is over there, a black man was over there saying, "Listen, I'm out here hustling. I'm getting to the bag. I'm not making no excuses. You can work as long as you want, right?" The black man is saying, "I'm doing this shit." Just the story before this. And now she's over there and we supposed to feel sorry for her because she decided to buy a dog and move out of her crib and move to LA. I'm going to put the video. Her name is Brianna Nicole. Brianna Nicole, I am going to put the link to her channel in the chat right now.
I'm so lost that I just feel like alone and stressed, and I don't want my depression to come back, so I'm trying to like go on these little trips every time I have like the free time to do so, but I don't know. Nothing's working. But I have to be here for my dogs, you know? I don't know. I don't want to sit here and cry on the cameras. I'm so sorry. Again, I don't know what this video is. And if you watch the whole thing and you feel like you're going through the same thing, like
we bag chasing over here in this bitch.
I just want us to be happy. I feel like everybody deserves to be happy.
No, they don't.
No matter what that happiness is, everybody.
This is what freedom gets you.
Nobody
you don't deserve shit, but this hard dude.
Or you're just worthless, or you're just a burden to everybody. Because I've always felt like such a burden. I don't know. I need to go figure my life out. I'm 28 and I'm sitting here crying in my car.
You looking a mess.
I don't know, guys.
Got them nails done now.
I just pray we all get through whatever the demons we're dealing with and battling in the hard times, because we all deserve to be happy.
Who told y'all that y'all deserve to be happy? That's what I'm curious.
I can't really do this anymore. Life is so fucking hard, and I just wish.
Welcome to reality.
People were nice people. I could understand that not everybody has.
We savages. We savages out here in this bitch.
Just be nice.
Nope.
You never know what someone's dealing with.
Nope. We savages.
Oh my god, okay. I gotta go. I'm not gonna edit this very much if this does end up on the internet.
Brianna Nicole, we are savages. We are monsters. We are going to capitalize off of your pain. You know how? Because every single time that you decide that you need to move over to somewhere else and go in trauma bond or whatever, it's going to be somebody else that charge you high ass interest because you don't have good credit. And you're depending on credit in order to survive. And in order for you to thrive or whatever it is that you're going to do on a regular basis, we have to hold you accountable. My girl Fan says she need to find a man to take care of her. Well, what you think is going to come with that? You think that shit is going to be for free? Think that that's for free? That ain't for free. That ain't for free. Everything costs. And the price of the brick is going down, down, down. Red team going down. Down, down, down. Red team going down. And this is going to be y'all. This is going to be y'all. You know why? Because you're not doing the thing that's in your own best interest. You continue to run in the Victim Olympics. You continue to find yourself in a situation every single day where you're not doing the thing that's in your own best interest, but you're so busy focused and worried about what everybody else has got going on instead of leveraging and using the information that we give you on a regular basis to level up. This is going to be you. This is your life. When I keep telling y'all that the middle class is going away and it's going to be the haves and the have-nots, this is what is going to be your life. And when you lose your home, I'm going to be there to be able to capitalize and buy it at a discount. When you lose your home, I'm going to be there to buy it at a discount. And then I'm a rent it back out to you once I raise it to a higher rate, to the rate that you couldn't afford in the first place. And I want all my motherfucking money on time. I want all of it. And I don't rent out my homes in spaces or areas where they have laws to protect the renters. I believe that the law should be protecting the landlords, not the renters. This is the reality. This is what you get to deal with. This is what happens when you're a modern woman. Okay, Pumpkin? All right. Let me read a couple more super chats and then I'm going to get y'all up out of here for the day because I appreciate y'all for tapping into the Millionaire Morning Show. My dog Aaron says, if you want to do Lyft or Uber, holla at me so we can both make that extra. Aaron said, let me go ahead and get that recommendation, that affiliate link popping. Shout out to Aaron. I appreciate you, big dog. Dame Dash is in the building, says, Black Queens forever, Snow Bunny. Black Queens forever, Snow Bunny never. Shout out to my dog Umar Johnson's in the building. Graft Tanker 98. Graft Tanker 98 says, yep. People are picking useless degrees in career fields, and I got into tech after the Army, changed my life. Tech folks, Linux, and Windows systems. Shout out to you. I appreciate you for contributing into the platform. Boy, 1656 says, notice her nails is done. I noticed that too, big dog. I noticed that too. Time Out is in the building, says, Bree could do a couple of NBC Lives on TikTok and be back in the game. Ain't that where they be doing like this? Oh, yum, yum. Yum, 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 yum. Flour. Oh, you gave me some water. I seen a motherfucker on there. I seen a dude on there that was trying to get his NPC game up on TikTok. That motherfucker was sweating. He was not built for the NPC game. He was not built for the NPC game. That nigga was on there like, Are y'all familiar with this? I'm going to do it. I'm going to bring it to the front of the congregation tomorrow. Let me read a couple more super chats before we get up out of here. Wealth Building Journey is in the building, says, if box selling was legal in the U.S. like it is in most elsewhere in the rest of the world, that would be a great equalizer for these modern women. It is. You don't think that they selling box? They've been selling box. They're just not paying taxes on that shit. Jonathan Wilson's in the building, says, hey, Anton, I just paid off my student loans. I want to start investing. Is Roth IRA a good start? Yes, but the Roth IRA only allows you, I think it's only $6,500 a year. The Roth IRA, I need to know what you do for a living. Send me an email so I can evaluate what it is that you do for a living. Roth IRAs are good. Anything that allows for your money to grow tax-free is good. I like real estate personally. ETFs are great. It's a lot of different vehicles that you can use in order to be successful. But the goal is to keep more money in your pocket and not find yourself in debt going forward. But congratulations. Absolutely phenomenal. Shout out to all of the bag chasers. Shout out to the Patreon members. Link is in the description as well as pinned to the top of the chat. I appreciate y'all for continuing to rock with me. I don't think that I'm a live stream tonight. I think we just going to come back tomorrow morning and we going to cook. I think I'm going to take a night off to be able to get some sleep. I'm going to bed early tonight. All right. Jason Statham says, Surprised you haven't covered Pinky Doll in NPC game. Well, I'm going to talk about it tomorrow. I got you. I'm going to talk about it tomorrow. Yeah, man, I think I'm getting into bed early tonight. I think I'm going to get into bed at like 8 p.m., 8:39, some shit like that. I think I'm going to get into bed early. Let me give a shout out also to Bam Bam Stankums. I appreciate you. Says, what markets you buy in? I'd love to shot you some deal. And also, Bam Bam? You know I'm a C student and y'all forgetting letters and syllables on y'all fucking super chats. Now, I want to make sure that I acknowledge y'all super chats, but let's be clear. Y'all gonna have to shoot me some bill. Y'all got me working like a motherfucker up here trying to read these super chats. What's your buying criteria? Buy box, and are you looking to buy rental or build to rent? Bam Bam, send me an email, Bam Bam, or send me a message inside of the Patreon. I'll answer the message. Send me a message inside of the Patreon. I prioritize the messages inside of the Patreon, Bam Bam. I'm gonna need y'all to go ahead and bring yourself to the front of the congregation. All right, thank you for the super chat. Bam Bam said I'm driving. Shit. Y'all got me up here struggling. I'm like, can I read? Or is it something missing do I got to put some better glasses on? Jesus Christ. Seminole 2014 says, what's up, Anton? I drive for UPS right now, but I plan on expanding my skills and getting into IT. But my ultimate goal is to get to the point where my money can work for me, like in real estate. Shout out to you. Absolutely. Shout out to you. Make sure that you tap into the Patreon. Link is in the description. I appreciate you for the 10 ball. Thank you, my friend. Aaron Williams is in the building, says, can you discuss this Apple possible Disney buyout? I haven't heard anything about it. I don't think that Apple would ever buy out Disney. Would they buy out Disney? Damn, that's not a bad idea. Disney has a lot of debt, though. Disney has a lot of debt. Apple buying Disney? That catalog, that library? What is Disney worth? Let me look at this real quick. Hold on. That might be a thing. All right. We'll talk about it tomorrow. Disney CEO reportedly planning to sell to Apple after projecting an $800 million loss. Hold on. Let me do some research real quick. I don't want to talk about it right now. Tomorrow, make sure y'all tapped into the Millionaire Morning Show. We going to break down the numbers. We going to talk about it. We going to start to evaluate whether or not you should be investing in Apple or Disney, how that's going to affect our portfolios if you have a position in either. And it's going to be popping. See, this is the shit that I like right here. Wow, this is a big deal. Thank y'all for letting me know. We're going to break this down tomorrow on the Millionaire Morning Show. I need y'all to do me one more favor. One more favor before we get up out of here, though. All right? And I appreciate y'all. I really do. I love y'all before we get up out of here. I genuinely love y'all. This is the highlight of my day. My wife and my daughter, they flew out of town. They out having fun. They down in Florida having fun with our family and stuff like that. Y'all are my heart. Y'all are absolutely, positively my heart. I appreciate y'all. I genuinely appreciate y'all. Thank you, Aaron Williams. Let me read that one more super chat before we get up out of here because I want to acknowledge that super chat also. Aaron says, yeah, for distribution, I'm going to become a Patreon member today as well as striving for the bag chasers. Let's talk. Shout out to all of the bag chasers. Link in the description as well as pinned to the top of the chat. Also, shout out to Teach Hanley, 30% off your first order plus a free gift. Make sure y'all get y'all Teach. I love y'all. I genuinely love kicking it with y'all. I like y'all disagreement. I like Fan in here, getting active in the chat. Shout out to my girl Fan. Hopefully I'm getting y'all through y'all day. Hopefully this is a good opportunity for y'all to get through y'all day. I make y'all laugh. I bring some value when it comes to talking about the money. I love y'all. I genuinely love kicking it with y'all. I appreciate y'all for rocking with me. Thank you to everybody that hold me down. I love y'all. I need y'all. Brock said he loved me too. Shout out to Brock. I appreciate you, Brock. Thank you, my friend. And shout out to my fan in there. Fan about to become my greatest feat. I need y'all to do me one more favor before we get up out of here, though. Make sure you share this with your family and friends. We don't want to be rich by ourselves. I love you guys. I appreciate you. You guys are my heart. Make sure you share this with your family and friends. I'm out. I'm going to see y'all in the morning. Peace.